Hi, welcome to week 3. You can have the best encryption in the world. You can have perfect key exchange, flawless authentication, and then someone writes strcpy buffer user input, and the whole thing collapses. That's for string copying into the buffer what a user has written. And you'll see, if this line of code does not alarm you yet, it will by the end of this week. This week is about why software bugs are security bugs. Let me give you an analogy. A variable in a computer program is like a teacup. It has a fixed size. Say it holds 8 characters. Now, what happens if you try to pour 100 characters into a teacup? Well, in real life, the water spills onto the table. In a computer, same sort of thing happens. The overflow goes into the adjacent memory. And that adjacent memory might contain something very important. That is the return address. So the instruction that tells the computer where to go next after it finishes what it's doing is now corrupted. Now, here's the nasty part. If the data you overflowed with was carefully chosen, not random, but crafted, you have just rewritten the return address. You have told the computer to jump to your code. Now, when I say your code, you may not be the person who's written it, but the person who's going into it. And now you're running whatever you like on someone else's machine. That's the buffer overflow. It is the most consequential class of software vulnerability in the world. And the web versions of this are the same idea at a higher level. SQL injection and cross-site scripting both come down to the same sin, treating user input as code rather than data. The user types something into a text box, and instead of treating it as just text, the program executes it. That's the teacup overflowing, just in a different context. So, this week, we're going to learn about how this happens and what we can do about it. Lesson 3.1 is about memory corruption and the buffer overflow. We're going to really understand what happens in the machine when this happens. 3.2 is SQL injection. We'll see this move to the higher level of the internet, but at that point we'll see a live attack, which is actually rather horrifying. It's horrifying how easy it is to do. Lesson 3.3 is a cross-site scripting, same family of problems. Then lessons 3.4 and 5 are about how to fix us. So this is not going to happen to us. Input validation, parameterized queries, safe functions, access control. How do we write code that does not allow this to happen? For the portfolio this week, and this one's fun. A cheap freelancer has built a prototype login page for the EtherGuard fault. It's full of holes. Your job is to find the bug, explain the danger, and rewrite the code so it is safe. It's like being a security consultant, which is basically what you're training to be. So let's get on with it. Okay, so see you in 3.1. And again, go to the relevant bits of the book. Very, very useful. And lots of stuff also on the internet. But, and of course, do the lessons. That's the main thing. And then I'll see you again at the end of the week with some hands-on work. Okay, bye-bye.